Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's the day before Halloween, and I know I've said in the past that I usually put Halloween up day of and then take it down the day after. It turns out tomorrow I have something I have to do in the middle of the day that's going to take a couple hours, and so I want to get a little bit ahead of the game today by getting some of the big things up. Now, I got a couple things I'm going to have to contend with. Number one, it's 38 degrees out, there's a really serious wind chill going on, and it's actually raining a little bit right now. And the stuff I want to put up is stuff I don't want to get wet, but fortunately it looks like the last of the rain is blowing out of here. The forecast says it should be clearing up, and the percentage of rain is dropping by the hour, and should be gone completely in the next 2 hours. And I was looking at the radar. The radar looks like the last of the rain is kind of blowing out in the next 10 or 15 minutes, and that there's very little chance of rain after that. So I'm going to put a couple of the big things up in the yard. I'm going to put the guy I got hanging from the tree, I'm going to hang him up in the tree. I'm also going to put up my big 20-foot tall ghoul zombie whatever thing it is and get him hung up. Now, I did that last year, and one of the scary parts about pulling those things up into the tree is that when you're pulling them up a ladder, those things are both really heavy. And so I decided this year I want to do something a little bit different to make it a little safer, because it's already a little creepy enough going up the ladder, especially when the ladder's wet, let alone having to pull something that weighs 50 pounds up with me. So I just went to Home Depot and I picked up some brackets and straps and pulleys and rope and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rig up a little pulley system that will allow me to go up there, rig up the pulley system, wrap a rope around it, and then pull it up from the ground. I think it's going to be a lot safer, a lot easier, and a lot less nerve-wracking. So these are the things that I got from Home Depot. I got a couple of ratcheting straps, and I'm going to ratchet those around the tree so that I don't have to permanently attach anything to the tree. We're going to hang a ring from each one of them. We're then going to hang a carabiner from each ring and a pulley from the carabiner, and then I'll be able to pull a rope, from the ground to pull these heavy things up the tree without actually having to be in the tree trying to balance on a ladder that's already kind of precarious to begin with. It's going to be a lot easier than carrying heavy stuff up and down the ladder, and I think it's going to be much more safe. So I'm going to pull the ladder out. It's still raining a little bit, but like I said, it's kind of petering out right now, and I think it won't be long until it is completely gone. So I think by the time I get the ladder out, get it into position, I think we'll be ready to go. Okay, I've got the first strap on the tree. This is where the hanging guy is going to be. As you can see, it's got the ring on the bottom, the carabiner, and then the pulley system, which I can then use to haul this guy up and down. That's going to be a lot easier. And then basically, just on the end of the string, I have another carabiner down here, and I'll strap that to the hanging guy, and all I gotta do is just pull him right up. That's gonna be a lot safer, right? So let's get this guy up. All right, there's my buddy right there. I got him hanging. He looks pretty horrible now. We're ready to go. One of the things I learned this year is that I put him closer to the ground. He was probably about 4 feet higher last year, and I actually had to point him out to a bunch of people because nobody could see him. So at this point, his feet are about 4 feet off the ground, and that should call attention to him. He'll look pretty cool. So he's ready to go. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we got this guy up too. He's really cool looking, but unfortunately I'm afraid this may be his last year. He's showing a little bit of wear and tear, and this wind isn't going to be doing him any favors, but hopefully we'll get him to go out with a bang this year and have him well lit, and he'll be really horrible looking and scare a lot of people, and that's a good thing, right? All right, let's go on to the next part. Now, I got these tiki torches I actually bought for entertaining purposes when I was in my house in California. It was supposed to kind of give kind of a Caribbean feel to the house, when I wanted to entertain and stuff like that. It turns out, though, with the metalwork, they have kind of a gothic look to them. And so about 10 years ago, I started introducing these as part of my Halloween display. And I had a really great effect with them. And I've continued doing that this year, and I got some more tiki torch oil. So yeah, these are going to be kind of lining the front yard. I got 6 of them, and we'll space them about every 6 feet apart. And it'll create kind of a cool open flame look, which will kind of add to the creepiness of the yard. And you know, that's what I'm going for. So in the past, I've had this severed head hanging from a tree towards the back of the walkway up to the door. But since the swinging girl is going to kind of be in the way, I have put him in a more prominent location. I've just hung him from the mailbox. I think that's going to be great because it's going to be right at eye level with the kids that come in the door. So that'll be great. So that's a good place for this guy. I also got the black light hung up. I hung it up from this location last year, but I put it way higher up, and I got him lower down now. He's probably about 10 feet off the ground, so it should give a better effect. And it's right beneath the steps, so any kids that have like glow-in-the-dark costumes, they'll really pop with this thing here. So that's looking good. That's ready to go. I've also taken the platform that the swinging girl sits on. That's in place in the front of the yard right now, so all I'll have to do tomorrow is just hook her up, hang her from the thing, and she'll be good to go. Then all I really have to do at this point now is put the tombstones out, the ghouls, light everything up, put the strobe lights on, and we should be good to go. So day 1, I think, is complete, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. I've also taken this thing and moved it down closer to the ground. It's really windy today, and he's getting pummeled, and so if I keep him close to the ground, he won't get whipped around as much, and we'll raise him back up tomorrow when the time comes. So it's going to be frightfully cold tomorrow night, and I came up with a way to win the hearts of the parents as well as the children. That should make me the king of Halloween, huh? But other than that, I think we are done for today. So we're going to wrap up this video. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Pleasant dreams. Okay, for the last 10 or 15 minutes now, Bite has been acting really weird. He's been chasing something or looking at something or obsessing something over something that was in the hanging out somewhere around the speaker down here, and I just saw what it is, and now he's disappeared. I gotta figure out where it is. There was a huge spider in here a second ago. I don't know where it went right now. There he is. That was in my house. Just for the record, front to back, that thing's a little bit more than an inch. That is the biggest spider I've ever seen in my house. Like I said, Bite was chasing something. I don't know. I didn't know what it was. I knew something had caught his attention. How awesome is that? We definitely gotta catch that. There's gotta be some sort of a tarantula or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to catch this and let it loose outside, but holy cow. I've never seen anything like that in my house before. Gotta love Texas. Okay, yeah, I've managed to capture it. I'm still not sure what it is. It's got to be some sort of a tarantula. But I've never seen a spider that big. This thing's huge. Never know what's going to creep into your house, huh? Holy cow. That's all I can figure. I mean, you know, the head to thorax, that thing's probably an inch long. That's insane. He definitely wants to get out. Well, we're gonna help him. I don't hate spiders. I just tend to believe that they're good for the environment. So when I do find something, a spider, I don't kill it. I just tend to move it outside. But you know, that's weird. How creepy is that? And we're 2 days before Halloween too. How awesome is that? Alright, let's move him outside and let him go. Alright, this is the area kind of in the back corner of my yard. I've kind of lit it up. It's really dark right now. We've had a lot of rain this last couple days, and I'm sure that's probably a factor in all this, but we're gonna let our little friend go here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I know a lot of people don't like the spiders. They're creepy crawly. But he'll be much happier out here. Much more to eat out here, right? He's having a little problem crawling over the hose here. Alright, you go be a spider. I'm going back in to watch TV.